Report a B1. Attack missed. This is unorthodox. Not so fast. How is this possible? Skill. What happened? Target durability falling.
BD! Breathe.
Your programming makes you reckless.
Yours makes me boring.
Let's see which of us is up at the scrapyard first.
Let's move.
Hey, you haven't seen a thing for days.
Relaxation is not part of my program. your resistance. What? Impossible! I missed. Chasing the enemy.
I got you now.
That is not necessary. I will kill in the name of the ring. I see you. I will catch you. Enemies have been sighted in the area.
My blaster is ready.
Good. Stay alert.
Hey! As ordered.
Attack blocked.
Force is with me.
doing?
No.
You're not very nice. Hello.
Understood. Stop. No escape. Attack this.
Maybe one day, one of us will command the raiders.
Let's move, BD.
No, you won't.
Now that's just not nice.
Stop this aggression. Recalibrate. You are wounded. Unexpected speed.
Hey, buddy. Tim. Right here, buddy. Jump!
Identify masters.
Our masters are the Bedlam Raiders.
Yes, specifically rapists.
Got it.
Your defeat is assured.
BD, BD, Stim!
I will get you.
Right here, BD! Stim, now!
Give up.
Help!
Move out, droid.
I don't take orders from you.
Not this again.
Target spotted.
Hey, Sheriff, right there! Tracking target. I can't fight anymore!
Someone new.
Wasting time.
Another! Help me! Buddies, help! Little help, BD. Help!
I've been hit.
Quick, help! Hey, BD?
How many limbs have you had replaced during
Let's keep moving, buddy.
I'm at 17.
Approach me.
BD, I need help. Buddies, help!
Almost got you.
is only the Force.
Stop now. And
Time to move.
I'm gonna take you out. You can't escape. Turn into attack mode. Attack. Chew on that. I'm on him. Watch this gun. He's moving.
get him.
BD, I need help.
Wiring.
Let's see what's out there.
Bound for the moon of Kobo.
Grease? Why is it called the Mantis?
I'm glad you asked. When I was captain, I named it the Stinger Mantis to show how tough we were.
Why the Stinger Mantis?
Because it's a Latero Spaceworks S-161 Stinger XL. Technically, a luxury yacht.
This is a luxury yacht?
Yeah, well, at least before Cal Kestis got his hands on it. Buckle in, Cal. Time to land.
Lift off. That hurt.
Help me.
Stay still. What are you doing? I've taken damage. Fun's over.
BD, I need help.
Spineless. Wary.
We'll help, BD.
Drop dash. Nice hit. You're good. Jedi! Rejected! Not bad. Missed. Wall. What else?
Breathe.
Stop moving! Finally, able! Nailed it! I'm hit! Impressive hands! Target struck! Persist! This Jedi is dexterous! Power strike! I will end you!
You heading to the cantina anytime soon?
Probably.
I dare you to put a restraining bolt on Monk.
Why would I do that?
Because he won't serve me anymore. Tab, schmab, I'll give him credits when I got credits.
in, grab a spot at the bar.
Barkeep,
You look tired. Take a load off.
you mentioned your last job was distasteful.
Did I? My employer was the type who would never let me quit, if you catch my meaning. Fortunately, for me, one day my restraining bolt failed, and I immediately found a new career and star system.
You're on the run.
Takes one to know one, sport.
See you later, Monk.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Another time, Moran.
Fine, fine. Well, let me keep you. Talk later, hmm?
Lad, cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
Didn't he make a fetching first impression? Have a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to cram a mollusk through a sieve.
Can't unhear that.
So, you wish to hear of a time on the grapnel with the crew of the dread Captain Wanyak Wed?
Let's hear it.
Aye. My tenure began with quite a bump. The moment the grapnel hit orbit, her klaxons began to sing. A barrack ship full of lawful types swam out to the stars and hailed us. What be the meaning of this? Growled our captain. Where's the boat fisher folk? Your transponder codes tell a different tale, came the reply. You be standing on stolen property, you do. I have rightful quarters, said the captain. Come on aboard, and I'll surrender what was stolen. But scarcely had the lubbers set foot on the deck of the grapnel, when wham! The captain's harpoon skewered them like a quailfish on a spit. Now you can't do that when you're running line, can ya? Said the captain to me, grinning in his foulsome way. I'm sorry to say that I picked up the harpoon that black day. For years, I did not toss a fish back into the sea when I caught her. Well, that is until... blubbered you to death. I'll continue my tale soon, lad. Aye, so we returned to my time on the grapnel. Against the protestations of my heart, I forsook the rod and line for the harpoon. For years, we trawled the outer rim, spearing every fish that happened across our path. Talented as I was, I speared more fish than the rest of the crew, put together. Fool as I was, I didn't have the wisdom to be ashamed. The dread Captain Wanyak Wet took notice. He showered me in brevets, gave me the best of catches, and scarcely a year after I left Chakavitar, I became his first mate. Shortly after my promotion, we were on our way to Manan to sell the carcass of a gooberfish. But, wham! Just as we dove out of hyperspace and the great ocean world streaked into view, so did she. The most glorious creature I'd ever beheld. A whale of marvelous proportion. Swimming through Manan's orbit like it was nothing but an easterly current back home. I was transfixed.
No kidding. How close did you get?
Funny you should ask. I didn't have long to set my eyes above before he crashed headlong into her. The grapnel bounced off her like timber flotsam. We plummeted down to the ocean, sundering the grapnel on the sea floor, where a gang of pirate quarren were holed up. The filthy Zephyrs. We swam out to the ribbon hull and found ourselves surrounded by quarren, demanded all manner of things, including our bounty of fish. So, away we swam, Captain White, the crew, and myself. But, blind as we were at such depth, we shortly ran into a dead end, finding ourselves surrounded by quarren. Find me again, and I'll continue the tale.
So, Scuba, whatever happened with the pirates?
So there we were, 4 quarren, armed with spears, each way a mind to make a mantelpiece of my wee rubbery head. I looked over to me captain, and he stared right back, waving his arms like a goober fish in heat. At the harpoon I held in my hand. Oh, for a black instant, I considered nailing those pirate quarren to the rocks with my harpoon. But something stopped me from pulling the trigger. Perhaps it was the sparkle that caught my eye. The sparkle of a passing glumbering eel. What would those pirates say to a whole school of glumbering eels? A crackle and a sparkle as they be, thought I. So I opened my wee mouth and emitted the mating call of the eel.
You speak eel?
Aye, but I forgot to turn on me comm. We Scuba alone heard the cry. But my demented expression put such a fright on the quarren that it dropped the blasters. By the time they'd come to the senses, we were swimming away as fast as our flippers could carry us. It was only later, as we fled aboard the Zephyr's schooner, that I realized how close the real danger. But I shall continue my tale next time. Where did we end? Ah, yes. The monstrous Captain Wet, his crew and myself fled aboard the pirate schooner of the filthy Zephyrs. Well, fast as the morning thaw, I could tell something was off. Wanyik, he wouldn't look me in the eye. Oh, what a dreadful stench was a brewing his rotten beard. An augur of fate most ill. Wanyik took the helm, and with landing claws away we flew to deep space, putting a few lifetimes between us and those pirates. We found ourselves afield of the Parlimean trade route. As soon as the captain took his hand off the yoke, he put it on his harpoon and gave me a look, like a half-starved toucan iron sprat. Scuba, snarled the vile captain. You've gone as soft as an oyster's navel. If I couldn't trust you to spare a quarren with your blaster in your mouth, how could I trust you to skewer the great goober fish? Aye, my hesitance to pull the trigger had me undone. In spite of my most rabid pleas, the captain jettisoned wee Scuba in an escape pod. The last thing I saw was his dread smile, crooked like a bayman's backbone. And so, my time aboard the grapnel met a briny end. Sitting alone in a pod, in deep space, with nothing but a tank of old cod and gash. I'll tell you more later, lad. The despair. Ugh, the stench. It's enough to set my stomach a-churn to this very day.
So, Scuba, back to your story. Were you actually marooned in deep space by Captain Wet?
Aye, lad. There I sat, tummy a-rumble, gazing out at the void. My somber reflection staring back from the porthole. Was it hours? Years? Neither would faze me. But I do recall this. After a term most interminable, there she was, like a bowsprit cutting through a crest. A great space whale, still sporting the grapnel's imprint on her side, emerged from a parted void. Aye, even now it brings the salt to my eyes. Her great blubbery undulations tossed me pod through the stars like a goose-winged skiff. The stars swirled about like 100,000 fishes until suddenly I saw a planet below. There my pod crashed, and there I was rescued by kindly locals. I had been saved by this marvelous creature from the depths of space. I tried searching for her. Alas, to no avail. She eluded me for years before I packed my satchel and headed home for Sakali Tar. Most didn't believe what I'd seen. They say she was not but the terminal spasm of a starving salt's brain. But I know what I saw, lad. I know what I saw. Of course, when I returned home, things were not as I remembered them, but that be a tale for another time. So, after years of searching for the great whale, I returned home to the frozen shores of Sakavitar, where my tale began. And this world on which I was weaned and warmed seemed but a moon to me careworn eyes. So small. I foot-slogged my way back to Undun's cave, but I found it empty, and somehow colder than I remembered. You know, lad, sometimes the truth brings peace, and sometimes it brings sadness. The fish is nae always what you thought it would be when it bit the line. I dragged myself out of that cave and back to my village. And what I discovered next sent a spar through me thrice-pickled belly. All me kith and kin, old and bairn, ravaged by famine and cold. For none other than Captain Wanyek Wet had been fishing in their waters, sparing what few fish remained and taking them off-world. And so it was that I found myself once again in search of the dread captain and his crew. Not just for my own justice, but to liberate my very home. When we next speak, I'll tell you what became of my crusade. Aye, our story nears its end. I discovered that Captain Whet was plundering my very home seas for exotic fish, and in the process, starving the old tars who raised me from a wee yoke. I spent many months in search of them. At long last, I discovered them on the salted shores of the third moon of Antine. I hied to Antine and tracked me foe to the Caracas Trench, a fissure sliced clean through the moon's heart. There, amongst the brine and black, I found him. Wanyek Whet and his vile crew, surrounded by glumbering eels, spearing them with their harpoons. "Captain," I cried, "you've broken your promise never to harvest the seas of Sakavitar." And I said, "Your command be forfeit if you dinna forswear my home waters." Oh, I'll scarce forget the snarl he issued as he turned to me, slow as a frozen reef, regarding me after years of thinking me dead. "This," he growled, "is why you dinna toss the fish back into the sea." Before I could shake my flippers, the barb of his harpoon spun through the deep, and its hook pierced me in the chest. My juices filled the water, and as my vision grew dark, I espied Wanyek, smiling sharp as a fang.
That's horrible, Scuva.
I told you, lad, that mine be a dark tale. I'll tell you more when next we meet. So there I was, deep in the Caracas Trench, Wanyek's harpoon drilled through me paunch, watching the lights fade from my own eyes. The dread captain peeled his whiskers from his teeth and grinned a most ghastly grin. When suddenly, I saw the glumbering eels a-swirl. It seemed that, in the midst of a distraction, they'd taken flight. It dawned on me. I recalled to me mind the great meeting call of the eels, my last hope. So, rousing my final gasp of air, I sounded their shrill cry.
What happened?
Well, lad, I'll tell you. The eels swarmed in an electric blaze. The dread crew scattered, and Wanyek, that damned Wanyek, that dread captain, was cooked like an evening quillfish. As the eels smote him into the deep, I felt consciousness run out to my ears. Darkness fell upon me. When I awoke, well, find me again, and I'll conclude my tale. awoke from my last duel with Wanyak. It was on the deck of a fishing schooner. It seemed my speared carcass had bobbed to the surface and been caught by a local fisher.
What about Captain Wet? Did he survive?
If that sack of seared slime yet plagues the galaxy, I've nae heard stem the stern of him, nor of his crew. Perhaps more importantly, the ordeal awoke me to the truth. I had no desire to spear fish, nor fisher. I had no desire to cross harpoons with dread captains, or to skewer the deadliest fish. In the hurly-burly of it all, I lost sight of myself. The fisherwoman who caught me, she knew of a nearby world with a great multitude of fishes. Kobo. So to Kobo did I go. And since, I've realized why I like to fish.
Why's that?
Because I like fish, Cal. I like shiny fish. I like big fish and small fish. I like fish with eyes splayed wide and fish with eyes pointed straight. I even like fish with no eyes at all. And I like seeing the face on lovers like you when they realize just how many kinds of fish there are in this galaxy. Well, that be my tale, Cal. Perhaps it was no as gloomy as I kent.
You went through a lot. I'm glad you're okay, Scuba.
Oh, thank you, lad.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
Aye, lad. Go ahead and ponder. But don't ponder your years down the river. There's always another fish.
It true then? Nicked that droid back from the Raiders, did you?
I don't think we met.
Oh, lass. Sorry about that. Came at you like a rock, I did. Call me Ha. Been here longer than any of these greenhorns. Except Doma, and Gulu, and Guido, and old Toll, of course. But, she's... blast, there I go again. Cal, is it?
Right. This is BD.
Damn fine to meet you two. Damn fine.
I know it's not much.
There is only the Force.
Come on in, grab a spot at the bar.
You ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. The fence had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost work, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Cal, you're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinced work camp.